Hello. Like my buns. Buns. Thanks to mom. And how is everyone? It's late night. It's really not late yet. It's 6:35. I just went to eat some stuff at our college campus food area, cafeteria. I kind of walked back eating because I don't want to be in there. Too many people. We're in a pandemic. I haven't really sat like comfortably since freshman year. Anyways, it's not what I came to you guys about. Currently, I'm still trying to go through internships, which is a lot, as well as try to figure out papers due and stuff. And I have a lot of in my mind, I think I'm scared for also when it comes to a performance I have to do on Wednesday. And at this point, I'm just I can't really stress myself more and more. But I did come back to campus today. Honestly, I had a breakdown while driving. I couldn't stop crying about coming back to campus. It was like a cry that was needed, but a cry that was oh my gosh, I have to come back here. I really do want to have a time where I just be I really enjoyed myself here in college, but I haven't had it yet. And when I do, I want to be excited. I don't want to lie. And lately I've been just being fake. I've been putting a smile, and today my aunt, she texts me saying, "Are you okay?" I'm actually not. I told my mom that I wasn't really okay. She's like, "You have a year?" I'm like, that's exactly what I needed to hear. I mean, it's true, but it's oh my gosh, I really can't stand it here. And when I look back, it'd be funny and stuff, but really it isn't. I could take high school, but college, no. It's not even the distant part. It's just everything I've been through for my 4 years. And I'm not even finished with this is my 3rd year, and I'm already done. Ridiculous. And I'm over here doing my paper that's due in 2 weeks or something, just because I'm always this type of person who likes to get stuff finished. So I don't like to take work. I don't like to take work back at home. That's one thing about me. I don't like to take work home. So if I'm going home or something, I want to get all my work done before. When I come back, I'll do it. But when I'm at home, it's a home, y'all. Homework. I get the pandemic, we do that. But there's a reason called office, or you're in your zone or something. So now I came to you because I'm not really pressed about this paper. I finished the stuff that's due. I can't really do anything for my aqua aerobics class because that's a performance you have to give in front of people, which I'm really not excited about. My mom says, that should be fun, but she's hospitality person. I'm not, I'm the person who's oh my gosh, I really don't want to do this. But luckily, it's reduced to 5 minutes after everything we went through. Yeah, oh my gosh. I try to, keep it so, but literally in the last, in the beginning of Black History Month, already started horribly. Devastating. Everything wrong. So, yeah. And I come to myself really with chronicles because these are obviously videos that I can either publish or not publish. And sometimes I just want these for my children. And I also want them for sometimes my grandchildren, Lord willing, if I do have children, which I really want to. But, I want them to see this part. And then when they see these videos, they be like, oh, okay. Or they might not be interested. But I just want to tell you guys that sometimes college is not for everybody. I'm thinking to myself, and my mindset right now, I don't want to be here. I could do college virtually. I don't need to be actually on site. But they request to be on site because that's losing money for them. But again, do they care about the students? Not really. I've been living here thankfully, I chose the option. I chose the option to do virtual for 2020 because if I didn't, I would have been really worse. But I'm really glad I did do it virtually because I didn't have to be here. And it was the same. It was fine. The grades were okay. Like, I was, that was my first pandemic. Like, I'd never been through this. And we're still in a pandemic, So, like, oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. Like, I literally have to say that to myself. I'm like, over it. Over it. But I did have a good write through. I wrote to my friend. And I'm going to write also on a doc just to get through. I'm going to text a friend, text a couple people, make sure they're okay. I got to text them, see if they're okay. And then probably watch some Telemundos. And then probably just wake up tomorrow and do the same thing, There's nothing really else to do. I mean, there's stuff to do, but, like, do I really want to do it? No. Like, I have a bunch of classes tomorrow. I have class from 7 a.m. tomorrow to 9 p.m. And the only reason I did that is because of the time when I scheduled my classes, I thought they would be beneficial because I thought my dad would live. So I could help my mom in the springtime. So I was really trying to help her in the fall time, but it would never work with the scheduling. So I was trying to do it spring, but unfortunately he passed. So the schedule's, like, really shitty for me. But at the same time, it was really not a point for, like, me. It was really just making sure I could come back home so it wouldn't be just a Friday, Saturday, Sunday type of thing. It would be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday type. So I kind of, like, did that to myself. I really couldn't change it because, like, it conflicted with my other stuff. So it's what it is, whatever. I see my mom and stuff and get away from college because I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. No, I'm not feeling it. I mean, I heard my mom, she was talking about, she's like, it was different for her. It's like, I think the difference is because, for one, she was like, yeah, the incident was one part, but it's just like, living here, okay, my fall semester, it was okay. I was getting the rhythm of it, but I was always so scared because I've always been scared of, like, failing, of, like, academically, because when you fail academically, it's kind of like you fall back and then you have to repeat it or something. It's like that. It's a fear in some sense. When it was springtime of my freshman year, came back, there was rats in my room. Not even getting into that. And then mid-March, we got a email saying that we had to leave campus because COVID was happening. So I drove that night because all my other friends, they were like, I'm leaving. They left. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to leave too. I asked my roommate kindly, did she want to ride? She said no. I was like, okay, cool. Sophomore year for fall and spring, I was both online. They were really trying not to have us online so badly, y'all. I promise you guys, they were trying not to have it, but it did. It wasn't, like, great, but it was fine. Like, I passed those classes, so I was really happy. Yeah, I was really happy. I had one mishap, but I'm gonna let that too shall pass, and I forgive that man for not understanding, but that's okay. I remember his name though, but it's okay. I let that too pass. I'm gonna let that pass. Junior year though, before fall semester started, my dad passed. Like, it was not even like 1 month before. It was like in the month of. Yeah. And he passed. I went to Grief Share during that time. Beneficial. Also, actually, I made the dean's list. And I'm kind of, my mom, she put it on the refrigerator and stuff. I kind of want to rip it up because, like, I was such in a bad place. And even though I got a dean's list, I was, like, the worst semester. Like, I did great, but that was the worst. These 2 semesters have been the worst semester in my life. That's just the truth. I feel like fall semester, the reason I was got probably the dean's list because I was prioritizing my grades instead of my feelings. And that's just the truth. I was just trying to like do work instead of talking about like, oh, dad passed. Like, how are you gonna deal with that? Like, Aunt Joy's passed. Like, your family members are passing. COVID's still here. You're in college. What about if you die? What about if you get sick? Like, you want your last times to be in college? Are these really the worth your time? You know, I was really thinking a lot of stuff. And it was really bad. It was really bad for me. And even now, like, after this incident, I'm thinking to myself, like, we're in a pandemic. We had this incident. I'm in college. And I'm here getting a degree, hopefully to get that degree to have a career in life. And I really pray that my children and my nieces and nephews don't have to go through this, or my cousins, or my, you know, my third gen, you know, I don't want them to go through that. Like, you know, and I feel like if I explain it, they're like, oh, it's like, but it's worse. It's worse. Like, living here is worse. It really is. Like I can't even I'm trying to explain it the best way possible without being like, oh, you're just it's not even an ungrateful part. It's like, freshman year I had rats in my room. I didn't, like, come on, y'all. Like, I understand it was an old campus, totally fine, but it took like 2 to 3 days for them to respond to our thing to get rats, and that's totally fine. I understand busyness, you can't do rapidly, cool, but it was just the fact of they knew about it. Oh my god, can't even do it. Okay, so I went home 2020. That was great. 2021 here, I don't know. I just feel like it's just drastic. It's really drastic. It really is. And then today I had a talk with a custodian of ours. Very nice lady. And she was really just giving some insight on like her life and stuff. And I realized too, like, I'm here for a business administration with an emphasis in accounting and financial economics. And yet I want to use that work into helping people. And it's so crazy, like, to me, where like jobs now you have to be on the social work. But the school I'm going to, they really don't like have a major say for social work. More classes. So like, I want to be out with the people, helping my community, helping people who, you know, who people look aside for chances. But hopefully my business admin will work in the field I want to be in, or whatever the Lord has for me to be in, because I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like some people, they have their things, like they have these ideas and stuff of what they want to do, and I'm over here like, oh, I want to do this, but I also want to do this. So I don't know. I just had a lot of stuff on my mind. It's too much. It's too much. But I'm here, you know, here in college. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, literally, when I was walking back, I keep saying literally, I'm sorry, and yes, and like, but when I came back to college, it was just like, oh my gosh, we're back here. And I keep watching these YouTube videos of like people saying either the college is the best years of your life, or like, I was watching a video of like Elon Musk saying like schooling and stuff, and I was watching another girl saying like how she left college, like she couldn't do it and stuff. Maybe that's not the best for me, but it just like really touched me that like I'm not by myself in a sense, because I got rejected first to this college, and I was just gonna move on past. And now I'm here, like, I'm trying to finish my one more year off. But I really do believe that these have been the worst 4 years of my life, in like academically. Like, I don't know, like, the whole, like, oh, it challenges you. It's not the challenging part. It's just, I could say living, but also the understanding. Like, everybody has a different life. I get that. Everybody has a different living and stuff. And I'm totally fine with compromising. Cool. There's certain stuff that's like, that has really hit me, and it's just like really hard. So, yeah, trying to get over these 1 more years. You'll hear more chronicles of what I'm doing when it comes to here. I'm really not going out this semester because I've been really busy with like academic and club meetings. So I really should be like smiling. I really should be smiling like, oh my gosh, club meetings, like, but there's nothing exciting. There's nothing exciting me. And that's the scary part. Like, I never had this feeling before in my life of like pain, but like sadness. Like this hard. So like the fact now is like really killing me because like I'm not like this type of person. Like, yeah, I'm shy. Like, yeah, like I don't talk, but like, cause you know I listen, but I also like have like, you know, something in my mind. But like now it's like I just don't. It's not even the part of quiet or shy. It's just like I don't. Like it's some type of pain. I just don't want to be here. And like I know I have a year left. That's great, but like these 4 years have really just attacked me in like the worst way. So, but we will overcome. We will overcome. Because when I get my degree, guys, I really won't care anymore. Like, I'll get my degree, and if someone says schooling or academic or a master's degree or PhD around me, I'll literally turn the other ear. Because I don't want to hear that I don't want to hear that right now. Like, let me get a career and then I'll come back to you. Because these years I don't want ever again. Like, I don't want it. I don't want it for my kids. I don't want it for my niece or nephews. I don't want it for anybody. I don't. Like, I had, like, years, like, high school years weren't, like, great, but I feel like when I graduated, like, everything started to turn. And I was just like, okay. Yeah, so, but it's all good, because, you know, I wrote, documented it all down of, like, my thoughts. Before my mom even said, oh, you should document your thoughts. I'm like, I've been documenting since I came here, because as soon as I came here, like, the first day, I just knew, you know, as soon as I hugged my dad, and my parents went to the lacrosse, and they left, I was like, I knew something was up. I had to wake up that next morning, like, at 7 o'clock to run to the police station so I could not get a ticket, but it was very interesting, to say the least. And now I'm junior, trying to just, you know, make it this semester with everything that's been happening, and it's only the 2nd month and the 14th day, Valentine's Day. I really want to work on myself before I let someone come into my life, which the Lord has for me, but I have to work on myself, you know, because I know I know I can do better, you know. I know that this is not where I want to be. So, working on that daily, for sure. Currently in my dorm, you know, you see the dorm essentials. But hopefully it'll get better, you know. Hopefully it'll get better. Praying for it. But tonight, I'm really just waiting for Telemundos. I'll probably after I finish watching this with you guys, I'll probably watch some Telemundos. Just to get my mind, you know, just to get my mind cleared, you know. Because the more I think about college, the more I cry. The more I think about, like, outside of college, like, the more I cry. But I hate to strong word, but I really dislike my college experience. Like, there's no other word I could really say. You know, I feel bad because since my mom, she's like an alumni here, my sister, and everybody around me, but I really don't care. I'm not gonna lie. Like, everybody has different experiences. I hate my experience here. Like, I don't want my children to go through this. So, I don't want my children to go through, like, what my mind, my emotion, my spiritual, my physical journey because it's not great. Like, I lie, like everyone does, and I say, oh, I'm doing okay, I'm doing all right. But like today, I couldn't do that. Like when my aunt texted me, I was like, no, I can't do that. Like it's hurting me more to just say I'm okay. I'm saying I'm not doing the greatest, because I'm not. Like I'm not doing the greatest. Like academically, yeah, we're doing good, we're doing decent, we're doing fine. But that's not the point. Like I can't take these grades to heaven. These grades will not do anything but only earthly things, you know? So, I'm not focused so much. I feel like this break that I took for myself, not focused so much because anything can really happen. The Lord could steer you from something very quickly. I don't know. You never know. I could be sad one day, the next day I create an invention, and then I'm on The View, period. CBS money, like Cheryl Underwood's like, I'm joking. I always love that Breakfast Club video of her. I think it's funny. But yeah, pretty much that's about it. Nothing else. I will be editing videos. I need to edit videos right now, but the computer I have at college is not the greatest, so I'm really hoping that I could do it when I get home, but if not, I'll do it here, hopefully. I keep saying hopefully because that's really how I feel. Besides that, nothing really else has come up in my mind, actually. It's pretty boring. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. No, but there's really nothing. Like, after this incident, it's been really silent. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. I really wish our president would have just said, like, hey, we're going to create the option for just comfortable, just be comfortable, It would have been fine for the month or something, oh, we're going to, have it online. But no, it's like rejection. Like, yeah, you take 3 days off and then you come back and then you have to go back to doing schoolwork. Like, make that make sense. I just want y'all to know, when it comes to these things, like, business has taught me a lot. It's very ruthless. Like, college is a business. College is like a dealership. They sway the students in to buy this car, buy this degree, to say, hey, this degree, this car will help you go places. And then you take it out the lot. The student graduates. It depreciates. We start at entry level because we don't have experience. We have education, but no experience. 2 E's, but one is more important. Experience, of course. And then we continue on, and then we realize, was this worth it? Did we have to pay our debt? So all this stuff is a lot. And I think it's funny to me how we don't discuss that more enough when it comes to business, because it's truth. I always think that when I was freshman year, I always thought that college is just like a car dealership. They can swindle you and stuff. That's why I never liked to do tours. I never applied to be a tour or something, because I can't be lying to these families' faces and say, oh my gosh, this is the best place, or hey, this is where we have this amazing. I could not do that. Like, that's totally taking me way out my character. Because when I came here for tour, I came here twice, I think. The first time was 3 times maybe. Well, for my own experience, when I came here, it's very different when you actually live here. Very sure. And when you have admission people come, 100% different. For one, we're going to have decent food for once. I know we're on a budget because of the pandemic. I definitely understand it. But if you would explain to us how you cannot cook food, fully, definitely would need an explanation. I'm not like one of those people though, like, who comes to the managers like, you didn't cook the food. I'll see it. I notice, and I let it go, because like, you had to notice, because if the person in front of me told you, you said okay, so I might write a comment. I won't say it in angry tone and say, you didn't cook your rice fully cooked. You didn't do this right. You didn't do this right. I won't do that. I'll send a nice like, hey, just want to let you know that your rice wasn't fully cooked. I just wanted to, tell you that, just make you aware for your students and your faculty and stuff like that. That's fine. But that's, and it's funny too. People are like, you lost weight. Probably the reason I lost weight too is probably because I'm not eating my college food. Freshman year I was. Sophomore year wasn't here. Junior year I ate little. I very much ate little because I felt like I was really, really, really sick one time. And it was not the pandemic type of sick. It was like stomach to your bowels sick. I mean, for real, you guys. Like, I have class at 7. I tried at 8 o'clock. I woke up at 7 to go get breakfast at 7:30. It's like I can't eat it. Like, I try to eat the food and then I have to throw it up all the time. Even tonight's food, like, I looked at it and I have to know to myself, like, what can make this food better? Like, what seasoning, what sauce can I put over it so I won't throw up? Like, it never works. But I have to eat something. And I can't be like, oh, I'm not going to eat any of my cafeteria food. Like, my room and board pays for that. Like, I can't just do that. If next semester I decide to do that, that's fine. And guess what? Maybe I didn't say this on the video. How is it that after this incident, we're going to have an email sent to us talking about a reservation deposit? I'm so over, you guys. Promise you. That's another reason I don't rock with this place. You're going to send a reservation deposit. You know what? When I graduate, I literally don't think I will smile. I'll smile at the camera by myself, but when I shake it to the president, I don't think I'll smile. I don't think I'll smile. I really don't. Because if I see him every day. And yet, not even get into that. Not gonna do it. This too shall pass. That's all I gotta say. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. That's all I can say. This too shall pass, because the more I think about it, the more I explain stuff, the more I go in deeper of like college experience, the more I get angry. To myself. I get angry at myself because I just don't know. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out what I should watch. I'm supposed to watch this globalization YouTube video. Tell me why I'm not, though. It's an hour long. And you want to hear the title of it? The world is flat. Yeah. Tell me. Kyrie Irving. Yeah, tell me. We literally have to watch that. It's an hour and 15 minute. We have to write a 4-page. The world is flat. And it's not, and I'm not a science major. I'm a business major. So tell me how I can fix that. Oh, I gotta do a video on films. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting, but I gotta figure out what setting, because I really don't want to do it in here. So per se, usually I like to do my car vents, because my car is like a place outside of like my college surroundings so much. I gotta figure that out. I'll figure that out. Yeah, it's just sad. I don't know, it's just like 14 days. Valentine's Day, that's so cool. But it's just sad, man. Like, it's just sad. I don't know what else to say. I'm probably just gonna watch some TV and cry baby to myself, because that's what I've been lately doing the last 3 days. Maybe I needed it too, because honestly, I needed a good cry with everything. I really haven't processed. I'm still trying to process. I miss my father, of course. Like, a lot of things have happened. I've been through 2 lockdowns now. Tragic death lately. Classrooms are still continuing like we haven't done a damn thing. And I'm at a college where I'm not happy at. My body at college is so different than my body at home with the food. Don't know. Can't answer. Yeah. Don't know what else to say. Don't know what else. I got Peacock, y'all. I just watched Bel Air. I gotta do a film. I gotta do a film like review, because I'm telling you guys, legendary. I'm also trying to get into the I just can't. I was about to say Amy. Amber Ruffin show, which is really cool. Also, hey, I gotta do another thing, a title suggestion. I'm gonna make a title suggestion video. All these things I'm saying, I'm gonna make it. I really am. I gotta just put them in my calendar of some sort, because I got some suggestions for title. I know Jay-Z sold it to Square Inc. and stuff. Well, I got some suggestions for Jack Dorsey, the people, because like I've been there since the beginning, guys. Like I wasn't Spotify. I was a Spotify. We're not even clear. If we're gonna say Spotify, we were Spotify for like maybe like 2 weeks tops. But we went back to I went to Tidal, because I saw a bunch of Black excellence, and I was like, oh, let me support, and I did, and I've been with them since, and I've actually been telling people about, hey, like, join this and stuff, join here. So I like Tidal, but I have a couple suggestions, if you don't mind. That it's for the best. I think it's for the best. I really feel like I'm gonna do a separate thing, because if I keep doing it, it's gonna be a collide of everything. But anyways, y'all, I really appreciate myself talking to myself through this camera, expressing myself through the feelings. If I show these to my kids, I just want to know, you guys, I love you. 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 And I don't want you guys to go through what I went through, a college experience. I know that you guys will be different, because you guys are creative, smart, and you'll probably have your dad and your mom's type of skills. Or if I'm talking to my niece or nephew, I don't want you guys to go through what I went through. But I know that you were smart, intelligent, before you were even born, before you even speak, before you even created. In many ways, created, but it's not perfect. I don't think anybody's college experience is perfect. If they are, I don't believe them. But if you do decide to go to college, I want you to really enjoy it. I want you to know that if you say to me, hey Mom, I'm really not thinking this college thing is for me, I will totally be okay with that. But if you are really into college, fine. But I will not press you. I will not push you to say, hey, you need to do this. Because I can't really, I'm not the judge of that. That God has a way and a path for you, and I can't be the person to put that for you. So, whatever you feel, here for you. If you want to go to the workforce after you graduate, totally fine. If you want to take a year break, totally fine. But you just know you have to get a job, because you're not going to be living here rent-free. But I love you. But anyways, I just want you to know that, though. My niece, nephew, cousin, son, daughter, I just want you to know that, because I know at 2022, 2019, it's not easy. If someone would have told me that at 2019 that you would be going through this in the next 2 to 3 years, I would have said, you're tripping, man. You're lying to me. Well, I'm not going to go to college. I still think it would have still happened the same way, just in a different circumstance. So, I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't have the answers. I just know my experience. I know what I went through, so everyone's different. But yeah, I hope that this video shows you some type of back to what I've been through. Oh, besides that, I just want to open my thing. Hold up, take this off. I got something from Dollar Tree. Let's show it. So, yeah, we're in the Olympic times too, you guys. I didn't tell you, but Bel Air, child. I admit my mom, I was just like, oh, I don't want them to reboot, like, recreate it, because I thought, I was wrong. I thought in my mind that they were going to create Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like the same thing, try to have the original stuff. I was like, that's so weird. Like, why don't, I really want to. And then my mom watched it and she was like, ooh, and I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it. I watched it. Man, it was really good. I mean, really good. I'm like waiting for the next episodes to come out, but it's really good. And I plan to shut all this down and watch it and call it a night, actually, because I'm not about to do any more work. I've been good. I think I've been decent. If not, that's not my problem anymore. I mean, it is my problem. But yeah, I love you guys, and I hope that you have a good night. Yeah, look at this 20 girl, and I don't want to have bags, but look, we're gonna work on it. Anyways, I love you. I hope that you have a good night.